Valerio, aka DL Gordon Ramsay, is a permanent 5-star water blade unit / Masterchef. He made his debut in the Dash of Disaster event, which was basically the Masterchef competition in Dragalia Lost. The banner also brought in a sushi chef, a gluttonous dragon, and of course, our sentient vegetable overlord. He is an interesting unit for a number of reasons. 1. He is the first 5-star water blade unit in the game, the other water blade units being 2 4-stars and 1 3-star. 2. He is one of the few units that has different stances, 3 to be exact. The stances change his attack patterns, and also the area of effect of his standard attacks. 3. He is the first unit that introduces Frostbite, a useful water-based damage over time skill. Before we jump into his skills and abilities, let's take a look at the mechanic that makes him unique, his stances. Several characters have this mechanic, but they usually only have 1 or 2. Valerio has 3, which makes him stand out. His stances are appetizer stance, entree stance, and dessert stance. You can choose whatever stance you want Valerio to be in, indicated by the 3 options at the right of the screen. The stances affect his skills and his attack patterns. His attack patterns change when he reaches 20 combo hits, with the change in attack patterns being different for each stance. The new attack patterns have greater area of effect and deal more damage, but it takes some time to get used to. Furthermore, the change in attack patterns continue until the combo chain is broken, so it is important to keep his combo count high to maintain the attack patterns. My favorite is the dessert stance, for one reason. I mean, just look at it, the enemies are beaten with the power of dessert. It's just terrifying. Now let's look at his skills. His first skill, Amuse Bush, costs 2640 SP. It applies different effects, based on the current stance of Illyrio. The effects are different in damage multiplier and afflictions. In appetizer stance, the skill deals 774% damage, inflicts frostbite and 5% defense reduction. For entree stance, it deals 1062% damage with stun, and 15% strength reduction. Dessert stance also deals 1062% damage, and inflicts freeze. The skill is basically a highly versatile debuff skill, but you have to remember what stance applies what effect, which can be helpful in many situations. His second skill, Bon Appetit, is similar to his first skill, but it buffs the whole team instead. Appetizer stance provides 15% defense buff. Entree stance provides 10% critical rate buff. Dessert stance provides 8% strength buff. All of them provide inspiration, which guarantees a critical hit when it reaches 5 stages. This is a versatile buffing skill, but it costs a whopping 10,595 SP, which is a lot. You're better off spamming the first skill instead. Next up are his co-abilities. His standard co-ability, 10% strength buff, is standard to all blade units in the game. His chain co-ability is not remarkable in the least, so it doesn't warrant an explanation. Yes, he can keep the combo up to get that 10% damage reduction, but among many other chain co-abilities this one is just lackluster. Next is his abilities. His first ability provides a 10% buff in attack rate when he lands a critical hit. This ability is decent and can help him maintain his combos, but I do recommend increasing his critical rate with whimprints / co-abilities of teammates to get the most out of this ability. His resistance is 100% burn resistance, perfect for fighting high Brunhilde. His last ability increases the time required between attacks to do a combo reset. This ability can also help him maintain his combos. As for his Wimprint and Dragon setup, a build focusing on critical rate and damage, skill haste, and strength is preferable for Valerio, though his top priority is his critical rate as he can maintain his combo better due to his first ability. For Wimprints, the first one that is perfect for him is Primal Crisis, due to his combo based playstyle. But this is a limited event Wimprint, So an alternative option is the Prince of Dragalia imprint, which does bring a bit more increase in critical rate than Primal Crisis, though you exchange flurry strength with an increase in critical damage. For a skill based build, any imprint with a decent skill haste will do. Striking haste is not recommended, as force strikes could possibly throw off your combos. A good imprint with skill haste for him is a Clever Brother, as it has decent skill haste, and also Frostbite Punisher. Beach Battle for buffing focused build. Heralds of Hinamoto for skill damage based build. Here are other imprints that can work decently well with Valerio, but are a bit challenging to fully utilize. Next is the Dragon setup. The best dragon for Illyrio is of course Dragalia, with an increase in critical rate. Leviathan for pure strength buff. This guy, whose name I can't pronounce, for skill spamming. Halloween Maritimus for skill haste. Nemesis for critical damage buff. And finally, Voidenoy for budget build. For his weapon, there aren't many good options of the same element other than the High Mercury and the 5-star Imperial Blades. You're better off using off-element Agito blades and switch out the weapon skill for other shared skills. Now that you know how to use Illyrio, go out there and become the next Master Chef, with the passion of cooking burning as hot as Gordon Ramsay's passion in the pursuit of the lamb sauce. That's all from me. Moga out.